Hi guys, I'm Joe, and you're watching Treasures and Artifacts. And in this very first episode, I would like to talk about the latest news from the treasure hunting world. I hope you'll enjoy them, and let's get started. Terrell Miklos, who you may know from the treasure hunting show Cooper's Treasure, found new wonderful items on the site 212. According to a video that he shared on his Instagram, he found with his team some musket balls and even piece of a wooden half of a ship. Site 212 is a secret location somewhere in Caribbean Sea. It's large as 2 football fields, and Daryl along with his team has been working there for several months. Fingers crossed for next discoveries, Daryl. Treasures can be found in ways other than diving to the bottom of the Caribbean Sea. Art collector Laura Young discovered a beautiful Roman marble bust in a Texas store. And it was love at the first sight, as it didn't look modern and showed considerable signs of wear. She decided to purchase the bust for $35 and she took it home. Over the years, she consulted her purchase piece with experts from auction houses and universities, until Georg Terling, a consultant to the Sotheby's auction house, identified the bust as a piece that had been stolen from the German museum during the Second World War. It turned out that the bust was from period 1st century BC to 1st century AD. The bust will be on a display at San Antonio Museum up to May 2023, before it finally moves back to Germany. And while we are on the subject of the Romans, let me add one more interesting discovery. An amateur treasure hunter in Switzerland managed to find a hoard of nearly 1,300 Roman coins in a clay pot. When his detector buzzed and he saw the first coins, he didn't hesitate to bury the treasure again and invite professional archaeologists who were able to perform a 3D scan. This subsequently revealed that the entire hoard had been split in 2 parts, separated by a piece of cowhide. Why this was so? However, Rico Marti, the head of the archaeological department, has not yet been able to say. Similarly, archaeologists have wondered why the treasure was buried during a period of political stability between 330 to 340 AD. Perhaps in time they will be able to answer some of these questions. You can find lots of interesting things on the beaches. Jenny Fitzgerald, who was walking along a Norfolk beach one day and found mysterious treasure chest, would agree. The objects inside the chest suggested that it had been buried some 100 years ago, but who buried it is now a matter of speculations. The only clue is the name Ernest engraved on a silver matchstick holder. According to the Treasure Act 1996, treasure trove may consist of items that are more than 300 years old or made of precious metals. This means that such a treasure can then be acquired by the relevant museum. Jenny is prepared to hand over the finding to the treasure office so that they can assess whether it is indeed a treasure according to the current laws. Whatever the outcome, Jenny is still most interested in the story behind the mysterious treasure chest. A unique shipwreck found off Cannes in 2017 has been looted. According to divers who finally got permission for an official survey, several amphoras with wine were stolen from the 2,000-year-old wreck. In addition to the stolen items, the wreck of the ship, which is extremely unique due to its age and preservation, was also vandalized. The maritime police said in a statement that the losses were significant based on the damage, adding that the robbers were apparently planning another return. The wreck site will be guarded by the Marseille Maritime Police, while the incident is investigated. Wine bottles are not safe in France, even underwater. And you know what? A few days ago, an amphora from a sunken ship was auctioned off on Catawiki. Coincidence? Well, I don't think so. France has finally received the gold ingots from the wreck of the Prince de Conti. This ship was wrecked off the coast of France in 1746 and waited to be discovered until 1975. Soon after its discovery, however, the ship was plundered and a significant amount of these gold ingots disappeared. What? Another one? Is this some kind of weird national sport in France? Well, never mind. Fortunately, the ingots had Qing dynasty markings, so when these identical ingots were offered at a recent auction in California, the French authorities approached the American ones to take action and confiscate the auctioned gold. The whole operation was successful, and now the stolen ingots could be returned to France, along with a skull from Persian catacombs and one Roman golden coin. A great discovery is about to be made in Poland. A group of treasure hunters reported that they have found a huge cache of gold stolen by the Nazis. The whole discovery has one catch. So far only a mysterious metal container 10 feet deep has been found, which the searchers believe could be hiding the legendary gold of Breslau. This gold went missing from the police headquarters in Wrocław towards the end of a war, under the orders of SS head Heinrich Himmler to help set up a Fourth Reich. The discovery was made by investigator Roman Furminiak, along with his team from the Silesian Bridge Foundation. They have been exploring the place near Minkowskie Palace for a year with the help of secret documents, a map, a diary, and even a letter from an SS officer to his lover. In it, he states that 48 chests of Reichsbank gold are hidden in a place well known to her, along with family chests. One of them is supposed to contain works by masters such as Botticelli and Rembrandt. One can only hope that the georadar has indeed stumbled upon a legendary treasure, and soon the whole team will be able to show off their find in all its glory. 2 golden coins were found during cataloging recently bought books in Kenny's bookshop in Galway. The Mexican coins weighed 37 grams and were hidden in the spine of the book. They were dated to 1821 to 1947 and are estimated to have value of 5,000 euros. The book that was among other 25,000 have only little monetary value. Thomas Keeley is still trying to figure out the story that is behind of those 2 coins. It's hard to know what the reason for hiding them there was, but Mexico was a very difficult place to be a Catholic priest in early the mid-20th century, and it's entirely possible that they were there in case a quick escape was needed. Mr. Kelly didn't decide yet what he will do with the coins, but he didn't rule out the option of some kind of charity auction. It's possible that we are close to discovering the exact location of Forrest Fenn's treasure. The treasure that Fenn hid in 2010 was found a decade later, but its exact location was never revealed. The only information that Fenn and the finder released was that the treasure was located in the state of Wyoming. For many, this marked the end of one treasure hunt. Not so for failed treasure hunter Jamie McCracken. He decided to sue the estate of Forrest Fenn, as he believes Fenn moved the treasure over time. And here's where we get our newfound information. Without mentioning the location of the treasure in Yellowstone National Park, it has been reported that the exact location of the treasure was revealed by Fenn after it was found to Yellowstone Park Chief Ranger Sarah Davis. As part of the ongoing legal proceedings, the 2 sides are then jockeying to uncover the exact location of the treasure, and only time will tell if the secret can be kept. And let's have a touching ending to this first episode. Czech treasure hunter Peter Schwihowicz found a bracelet near Mariansky Lasny in the place where a prisoner of war camp used to be towards the end of the war. After a day spent deciphering the letters of the mysterious bracelet, it was discovered that it bore the name Eskimo. After a painstaking search with historian Daniel Little, which some would call a foolhardy, a particular soldier, Joe Ernest Eskimo, was found, who as turned out is still alive. Through social media, Joe's daughter was able to be contacted, and it wasn't long before Joe was able to be reunited with his bracelet after 76 years. The whole thing was very emotional for Joe, as the bracelet not only had Joe's name on it, but also the name of his dear Lydia, whom he married after the end of the war. He was with her all his life until 2019, when she passed away. The Esquibar family believes that Lydia guided Peter's steps from above to make Joe happy again. That's all, guys. I hope you had a great time, and I can tell that I'm currently preparing a second episode that will be about exposing a scammer, so stay tuned and see you next time.